shoving people around.
What's up, guys? Swift here. I've spent a ton of time thinking about the Bears' draft position versus winning more games this season. I think it's very important to talk about what is at stake with the draft position. That being said, I can never root for the Bears to lose, and after spending an unhealthy amount of time thinking about this, I wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. My belief in Justin Fields is strong enough that I think we don't need a top 3 pick to have success. Fields' talent paired with Ryan Poles' evaluation and scouting skills, and I'm hyped for this offseason either way. I think winning can have a positive impact in certain situations, though. For instance, this team works hard and fights to the end of football games, and the coaching staff is installing a foundation built around this. A win could help a lot of these guys' confidence heading into the offseason, especially the guys fighting for jobs who may not be around next year. That being said, I don't believe it's a must. This roster will have a lot of turnover in the offseason, and whether or not we win any games, the hype around Justin Fields should continue to build. Also, I don't believe Justin is the type of guy to let a couple of losses define him. It would only motivate him. My channel has grown a lot over the now 8 months I've been making daily Bears videos. I always try to look at the entire picture and never spread narratives. I realize a lot of you guys are new, so I just wanted to take a minute to kind of cover something here. I'm not a homer who's always going to tell you everything is fine, but I do tend to try to find the positives in most situations and not just complain and whine about the same things over and over like some other channels do. I spend way too much time watching tape, not just since I created this channel, but for the last 15 or so years since the NFL Game Pass came out in 2006. I have always had a subscription and loved watching coaches' tape. Always enjoyed watching tape on every player the Bears sign or draft, and I watch tape on other NFL teams too. I'm a huge fan of the NFL draft, and will always go deep into breaking down potential draft selections for us. I think one thing that excites me about this upcoming draft is I haven't been confident in a Bears general manager in a long time. I liked some of the things that Ryan Pace did. I liked some of the things Jerry Angelo did a long time ago, but never have I had complete faith in our GM's ability to bring in talent. I believe that this is the biggest thing that fans and people on Twitter misunderstand about me. I'm not a homer, but I am a huge fan of what Ryan Poles has done so far. He seems to understand how to build a roster, an entire roster, and I believe his hard work will pay dividends this offseason and potentially put this team on a trajectory to be a perennial playoff contender. That being said, this offseason is set up to be one of the biggest in franchise history. I'm not going to pretend that I know more than Ryan Poles, so it's tough for me to criticize him yet. One way or another, this is going to be a huge offseason for the Chicago Bears. It will be a busy one as well, and I'll bring you honest takes based off watching tape, never feeding you narratives. When I break down draft prospects, I focus on upside, as almost all draft prospects have the potential to be good players in the NFL. Ryan Poles' first draft may not have hit on every pick in the entire class, but he showed me that he understands the draft board and value much better than previous GMs, especially when he was able to pick up extra picks late in the draft, and I feel very confident in his ability to improve this roster around Justin Fields. This offseason, while other guys were spreading narratives about Justin Fields in this team, I was breaking down the tape from last year and digging deep into the tape of every single rookie we drafted. I'll be doing the same this offseason, breaking down every free agent signing and every draft pick by watching tape and evaluating what I see on tape. All that being said, I am rooting for the Bears to pull off some upset wins before this season ends. Justin Fields has 4 games to close out the season versus teams in playoff contention. The Eagles, Bills, and Vikings are all Super Bowl contenders this year. Meanwhile, the Lions are the Lions. I expect the Bears to pull off an upset in one of these games. They almost beat the Vikings and Lions earlier in the season. I will be pulling for the Bears to win like I always do, but I also root for us to get a higher pick in the draft as well, especially since we've been eliminated from playoff contention. That's one of the reasons why I focus a lot on having those other teams lose, because I do expect us to win another game or two, and when that happens, I don't want our pick to fall all the way out of the top 10. I would like to still have a top 10 pick. Going forward, there is a lot to still watch this season, things to keep an eye on. We have young players and guys fighting for jobs. On offense in particular, I really want to watch Tevin Jenkins evolve more. I'd like to see some more Alex Leatherwood, and I want to see how Braxton Jones evolves. Chase Claypool is out this weekend, but I can't wait to see him build more chemistry with Justin Fields. There's a chance that N'Keal Harry, Velus Jones Jr., or some of the other wide receivers can get that done this weekend. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we've all been watching Jack Sanborn. We love what's going on over there, but I also want to see more of Elijah Hicks and Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon. More importantly, though, let's just enjoy these last 4 games, and then I'll be here breaking down everything with daily videos all off season long. If you missed it, I did an Elijah Hicks all 22 film review and a video on Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts. Check those out. They are both really good videos. Please remember to hit the like button for me, and until next time, bear down.
Doubtful, is the plan still to rotate Riley and Alex at right tackle?
Say it again.
With Larry Doubtful, is the plan still to rotate Riley and Alex at right tackle?
Yeah, we're going to do a little rotation there. I'll meet with those guys later today, so, just to figure out what the rotation is. We'll do a little substitution review with each coach, and we'll get that figured out. But yeah, our plan is to do a little bit of that for sure.
Why do you guys feel that platooning certain offensive linemen is the best for the team to win?
Yeah, I just think it's where development of certain players are. I think you put them in there, for, and then see how they do, and then you build it from there. Everything's based on performance. So if a guy performs well, we give him more to do. And so we always have to prove it first on the practice field. Then once we start, inching into the games, then you got to prove it out there as well.